Okay, I'm gonna jump in the game here. So here's our trade. It is now, this is got in on the 11:55 candle. We've seen this big come down here this morning. So it went down before it's gonna go back up. And what did it do? It took out this old fair value gap here on the day chart. It's a big fair value gap here. You can see it all the way in the 5-minute, and it mitigated all the way down to this fair value gap right here. So I felt like that's a good place for it to turn around, and I saw this market structure shift taking place on the 5-minute. I decided just to go ahead and get in, and it was the right decision. And it's going up here to this fair value gap here, and we're going to see if it's going to stay up there. We're going to go ahead and protect our trade with about $2,500, and we're going to let it run. See where we're at. I think that it should want to turn around right here, but we'll see. It could continue to be bearish. Lord knows there's liquidity right here, and there's liquidity right here. Then there's another big fair value gap down here as well that is probably going to want to mitigate. So if you're smart, you probably just take your profits. And since we like to consider ourselves smart, see here, where are we headed? Now this is on the 5-minute candle. It's probably going to tag back down to an order block somewhere. So let's get a little more accurate on what we're doing. Okay, so here's our fair value gap. It's touching back down into the fair value gap, and this is why we protect our trades, just in case. Put our stop loss above. And we'll just go ahead and move it down a little bit on the other side of this 50 line right here, which is at 19,700. We call that a 50 line because they're at every 50 points. I'm going to move it just down below that 50 line to where if it does come down, it's not going to, hopefully it'll reject off of that line before anything else happens. And we have some, I'd like to see a strong movement upward. There we go. This is on the 1-minute. Okay. Hopefully we can maintain that. And we'll take our take profit here. See our take profit we're already at. Hard for me to see on this on this angle, but we're already at over 11,000. And I don't know. What's a good round number to you? Do you think they're just going to come up to 40,800? Might. If you can maintain this green candle above this one, we'll have a positive bullish movement upwards. Especially if we can break this black candle right here. If we can close above this black candle, then we'll for sure be on the right track. And sometimes my internet is a little spotty out here where we are. Okay, well, it didn't take us out of the game. That's good. We're going for the hero trade right now. Maybe it serves us, maybe it doesn't. Already up over 10,000, 12,000, 13,000. We're going to go ahead and get out right there. And because I want you to get out right there. Okay. I want you to take your profits. You make a good trade. Thank the Lord for it. Take your profits. That's $12,750 in, see, from 11:55 to 12:04. So 9 minutes, $12,000 right there. All right. We got out right here at this fair value gap. And what does that trade look like? Let's go down to the 15-second chart so you can see in more detail what that trade looked like and where our risk was there. So if we look at our long, we have our trade that we enter in to be right there. Okay, so this is our trade we enter. We're going to put our stop loss about right there. And then we're going to put this up here, right where our arrow is. So we'll put our arrow right there. And that's it. That's our trade on the 15-second chart. Tagged in. And we're off to the races. And how do we know that's the right spot? Because I read tape every day and I watch this and I understand where this is going and why it's going there. Okay? And that's what I want you to understand. That's what I want you to learn. So this is going to keep going, all right? But you can check it out yourself and see how far back it's going to go up. See if it goes all the way up here to liquidity, which I'm sure it will. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this out. Two relatively equal highs right here, and there's liquidity. Okay, so I'm going to call this buy side liquidity. And let's see what our risk reward is right here. So we have 15 contracts, not 115 contracts, 15 contracts with a risk of 2,700, and we pulled out over 12,000. Okay, and that's it. That's the so we had a $2,700 risk in total. If we let it go down that far, I wouldn't have let it go down that far, but that's the trade illustration right there. So you can watch it go, but I don't have time for that. I have other things to do with my computer right now, so we're gonna go ahead and jump out, and I hope you learned something from this. God bless you.